Welcome, ladies. It is the first team call. Oh, that's okay, Caroline. I figured. At least you got the internet. But yeah, it's the first team call of May. It is May 2nd. Guys, we are freaking flying through this year. It is insane how, like, we're almost in summer. Or as we, in the business world, we say we're in quarter two right now, which means that a lot of us are starting to really kind of pick up the momentum in our business and really start pushing for those big goals right now. Caroline and I just actually had a big mastermind call ourselves tonight. And I promise to get caught up with the rest of you guys next week. So thank you guys for your patience. For my new girls on the call tonight, I bear with us, and Caroline will definitely follow up with you guys. There's going to be throwing around a lot of terms that might just go like right over your head. That's okay. This isn't exactly our formal coaching call, which we will have another one later this month for you guys to jump on, where you can kind of hear a little bit more of the nitty gritty of what coaching is. And I'm sure Caroline will be happy to talk to more of you guys in depth about specifically the what and the how the stuff works. But what I'm here to talk to you guys about is I just got back from the Beachbody's 2017 Success Club trip. We were in Punta Cana, as you guys saw, and we're following my pictures and stuff like that. And we just got back last night, and this trip I was able to earn. I didn't win it. I earned it from working hard and hitting Success Club last year. And I was not only able to bring myself and be there with my team, but I was able to earn the trip to be there with my husband. And it was a huge honor, considering I am the farthest thing from the breadwinner in my household, given that my husband's a dentist. So there's clearly a big divide there. But it was an honor to be able to say, hey, honey, I get to take you on this trip because I worked hard for it. And that was a really humbling and awesome moment for me. So I wanted to talk to you guys not just about the trip and how fun it was, but I want to talk about the power of events and kind of the other part that I said in there about fearlessly going after your goals. And I won't sit here and say that the trip completely changed my mindset, because honestly, I'll be honest with you guys, I've worked hard on my mindset. Since last fall when I came back from the wedding, my mindset has been my number one priority. And you guys have heard me say this before, but mindset is everything in this business, is everything. And I'm going to say it 1,000 times over. But if you don't have belief in yourself, you're never going to have belief in this business. And that's whether that's, self-confidence, whether that's if you think that you are a strong, healthy, fit person, it's going to infiltrate every area of your life, whether that's your personal life, your business, your marriage, your relationship, your family, your work, does everything. And I didn't realize how much I was poisoning myself before I started really investing in personal development that fit me. Now, this call isn't just about personal development, but I need to put that out there because going to events is huge, guys. It should be priority number one at all times. Guys, last year, a little known fact, Beachbody does Super Saturday events quarterly. So there's one in January, there's one in April. They used to do one in July, but because Summit's our big annual conference, Summit's always in July. Some areas will do a Super Saturday in August. It depends on your area, but they also do a Super Saturday in October typically. So you guys have seen me go to the January and April one. Last year, the Super Saturday fell on my birthday. I rearranged my birthday plans just so I could go to Super Saturday. I don't know if that means I'm crazy or committed or crazy committed. I don't really know, but I was not going to miss an opportunity to meet Tony Horton, and it was freaking awesome. So events, guys, make this real, okay? It really makes it real. And I can sit here and throw out names to you guys. You guys saw my pictures. I met Carl Deichler. My husband met Carl Deichler. I met Joel Freeman. I met Jericho Matthews. I met, I didn't get to shake hands with Chris Downing, the newest superstar trainer, which, guys, his next program is insane. We're all going to do a test group for it when it comes out, because it is freaking insane. Chris Downing made me cry, not in pain, but like he's so motivational. Like he was like, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're amazing. I was like, oh my God. He's amazing. I also I didn't get to meet a ton of top coaches, but they're just walking around. They're just casually, just like at the pool in the bar, standing right next to you. And I was just like, oh my God. I like the note, not in pain. It was true. There was a lot of pain. There was a lot of pain with Chris Downing, I won't lie. But guys, I met a huge idol of mine. You know, I always try to preach to you guys about not comparing ourselves to other coaches, or not even comparing ourselves to us on the team page, you know, because you are your own person. But you know, it's natural for all of us to look up to other people in this business. And Amy Silverman was one of the first people, one of the big names I heard when I first started as a brand new coach. Now, granted, she and I could not be more different from each other. She's got tattoos all over the place. She lives in Puerto Rico, and she's this badass chick. But when I read her posts, I come alive. And my sister and I have followed her from the very beginning, and I got to freaking meet her and talk to her. And I literally, when I walked away, I was shaking and crying. I was like, I just can't believe this just happened, you know? And so my point is, events make what we do real, you know? Because what we do, you know, and I said this over and over to Danielle, and Danielle's my upline coach. And I was like, you know, like, yes, like this is hard work. Like, you know, what we do is hard. But Danielle was just like, she's like, no, Claire, like, yes, it takes hard work, but what we do is simple, you know? And I think where I'm coming from is I've fought hard to be here. I've had every excuse in the book to not be here, to give up, to throw in the towel. I mean, I've gone through so many challenges, not just in this business, but in my personal life, that I even had moments like this year when I was like, where the hell do I want to be in 5 years? You know, and thinking, how does this fit into my life plan? I get it, guys. But going to these events makes it real. And there's a lot of you guys on here that aren't going to Summit or have said completely no to Summit. But let me tell you, like, going to Summit will change your business. And I know I haven't been yet. This will be my first Summit, but to be fair, I did earn a free ticket last year, just happened to be on my wedding, so couldn't go. But being able to be surrounded by other fearless people, not just on our team calls like we do this every week, but you get to be surrounded by people that want the same things as you, that believe in the same things as you. And I was like, this recently, Richard was like, so I asked him at one point, I was like, well, what did you think? You know, because there's a lot of us that have maybe spouses or boyfriends or whatever, that, you know, sometimes it can, like, maybe you feel that friction or feel like that lack of support from that person that you love. And because when you're doing something that you love so much and they're on the outside and they're like, well, what the heck are you doing over there? You know, at least that's been my experience. You know, it took me bringing my husband here to actually meet some of my teammates, like meet Danielle, meet Nicole, meet and see some of the extended like partners and people that I work with, and be like, you know, he's like, wow, like this is actually way cooler than I thought it would be. He's like, I didn't really know what to expect, but you know, he's like, I can see why you love what you do, you know? And so that was a really awesome moment for us. And like, I'll never forget walking into our hotel room and he opened a bottle of champagne to celebrate for us and like celebrate what I've achieved so far. And like, that was an awesome moment, like to like celebrating that with him. You know, I got to bring him into my worlds, you know, because I don't believe in sitting there and preaching to him and telling him nonstop why I love what I do and shoving it in his face, because think about it, that wouldn't work well if I did it to my best friend. Why would I do it to him? So events are huge, guys. They're absolutely huge. I know Caroline and Meredith for Artie, you guys are so awesome. You've been texting me saying like, I will be in Mexico next year. Like, and I freaking love it because that fires me up. And visualizing is everything. Let me tell you guys this. At the beginning of the year, when they announced the Success Club trip for Mexico, because they do these Success Club trips every year, my name was not initially on the list. They've changed the requirements of how you can qualify for these trips. Last year, I just sat in line and I waited until I could like get through the portal for registration. for Mexico, you have to qualify, and the qualifications are even stricter than they were this past than to go to Punta Cana. So when they announced the first list for Mexico, my name wasn't on it, and I was crushed. And I was like, and the reason why Mexico means so much to me, well, one, it's our favorite, Richard and I's favorite place to travel. But two, we're going to Riviera Maya, back to the same place where we went on our honeymoon. So you want to talk about your why, you want to talk about your vision, your dreams, your hopes in this business. You know, that was a huge one for me. Like, you know, I have layers and layers and layers of whys, and I know you guys too. Some of the first and foremost, pay off this shake, get healthy, be fit, build financial freedom, pay off debt, and then like so many more things from there, right? And you know, so I put Mexico, it's right on my board right here. And I, you know, was crushed at first, but I was like, you know what? I just told myself, I was like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be in Mexico. And I just said, I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know if I'll meet the qualification criteria. I don't know how that'll all work, but I just said, I'm just going to put my head down. I'm going to work hard, and I'm going to get there. And that's the mindset I had. And that's what you have to attach to your goals, whether that's working for Mexico next year, whether that's going to Summit, whether that's working hard really now so that you can earn some extra money to buy your ticket to be there, or to buy your flight to be there, you pay for your hotel room. I know that I have an extra space in my hotel room. I know girls that have extra spaces in their hotel room, guys. Like, it's all about your mindset and your belief about what you want in this business. So no sooner. So I put the picture of Mexico on my vision board up here on the first week of January. I think it was the end of February, I got the email that I was being invited on the trip. And that was a really freaking awesome moment. Not because of luck, not because I won it, but because I hustled hard and I believed that I would be there, and I'm making it happen. So vision and mindset is everything, guys. I'm going to keep saying that over and over again. Yeah, I mean, I can't say enough about how incredible of an opportunity it was to meet Nicole. As you guys know, my partner of over a year now, almost a year and a half, that I never got to meet in person until now. And I'm even more excited that I get to see her in 3 months. I get to see her at Summit again, you know. As you guys all know, Nicole's life is upside down as she's moving to California like tomorrow. But for those of you guys don't know, Nicole is my success partner in this business. That's what's kind of awesome about not only being in this business, you have us as your team to help coach you and train you through it. And like Caroline is your upline coach and me as a mentor as well. You know, I have partnered up with somebody from the very beginning of my business, and she is like my backbone, my life, my support, my my springboard, my sanity board, everything. We do everything together. We run these calls together. Yeah, she's like my everything. And so it was so freaking awesome to be like, wow, you're a real freaking person. And so events just make this so real. And it honestly makes me more excited to go to Summit. Now, Summit's different. Summit's not like a vacation. These Success Club trips are very much like a vacation, you know. There was workouts 3 days, 3 mornings, and then there was like the Shakeology bar, and then pretty much you could just like eat and drink all day, which is exactly what we did. There was an opening party and a closing party, and if you were elite, then there was an elite party as well. So it was really awesome. So you basically just got to relax and hang out with everybody, and I didn't do much business work at all other than posting, and I also worked hard so that I hit Success Club before the trip, so I didn't have to worry about it, and that was what made it that much more relaxing. So now to contrast that with Summit, Summit's obviously going to be, you know, there's going to be like basically like conferences, like meetings. Sorry, excuse me. As you can kind of tell, I have a little frog voice. And yeah, so Summit is apparently structured where you have a couple different meetings, like in here, you know, get to hear from different speakers throughout the day. And it goes Friday, like the opening ceremony is Thursday night, and then there's all day Friday and Saturday, and there's Success Club party one of those nights. Actually, Caroline, if you were to go to Summit, you wouldn't be halfway qualified because you hit Success Club 10 last month. Actually, no, you hit Success Club 12. So so it's just a really, I mean, there's going to be thousands upon thousands of Beachbody coaches down in New Orleans this July. I know Brittany's going as well. There's be a ton of team members from Glow Diggers, Danielle's team, including Rachel Khalil, and a huge amount of people from Rachel's team going to be there. So I'm really excited to finally experience this and get to be surrounded by all these people that freaking love what they do. And so yeah, I'm just really freaking excited. So but yeah, next Super Saturday, guys, I just go if you Google just Beachbody Super Saturday in your local area, I've looked at Baltimore or DC, or Sam for you, maybe North Carolina, whatever it might be, just find the date of the next one, buy your ticket now. Put it on your calendar and make it a priority. They're usually in the morning. Some places might have been Saturday mornings in the DC area. Some places do Friday nights or Sundays. Kind of just depends on your region. But I promise you, it's such an awesome opportunity to get to meet the super trainers, work out, and get to see everybody. And if you're in the DC area, my team and I typically try to do lunch before or after or something like that. And if we get a big crowd, then I promise we'll do something really fun back at our house if we get a big crowd. But so I kind of wanted to jump in to kind of segue this also into going fearlessly after your goals. And this is kind of a nice opportunity to do so because Caroline and I kind of were chatting about this a little bit before the call. There's a lot of, since it's the beginning of the month, right? Everyone starts at 0 again. And just so that you girls know, you hear me talking about Success Club and all these different ranks and things like that. Again, don't worry about it kind of going over your head. But basically what that equates to is the number of people that we help each month. And pretty much everyone on the team, their minimum goal is that they want to help 3 people, because by helping 3 people get started on their health and fitness, much like you guys when you guys first got started, that offsets the cost of our shake, which is kind of like the bare minimum goal that we all want to hit. Now from there, we want to help. I mean, a lot of us are pushing, Caroline and I are pushing for Success Club 10 and 20 and big, scary numbers this month. But it goes back to mindset. There's, once you kind of start getting your grounding of being able to help people regularly, and then it's easy to start thinking, okay, now I want to be looking at the ranks that I'm pushing for. I want to be building my legs a certain way. I want to be helping a certain number of people each month. Well, it all honestly goes back to being consistent in your posting, being consistent with your power hours and doing your daily behaviors, and honestly being fearless with what you believe in. And so for me, something that I was sharing with Caroline, I was kind of telling her about some of the things that I do every month to help set myself up for success. And, and there's kind of a funny thing. There's no perfect formula. There's no perfect, do this number of invites or this number of messages or this number of friend requests and you'll get these people, There's no perfect system, I should say, but there are behaviors that I've been doing that have helped me over the last few months that I kind of wanted to share with you guys. So kind of starting from the beginning of my day, I know I preach to you guys all the time, but if it's not on your vision board one day, become a morning person. I'm telling you that because there was an elite panel that talked in Punta Cana. So there was 10 top coaches all in a row, and every single one of them said they get up early. Now, early might look different for each one. They didn't say exactly what time, but they said every single one of them gets up early. And if you read any personal development book from any successful person, whether they're in real estate, they're in finance, whatever, all of them say they get up early. And I'm not saying this to wag my Well, we'll be working on that, I promise you. I mean, I struggle with it too, guys. I mean, I'm coming off my trip and I snoozed a lot. But the reason I say consistency is key is because think about it this way. If you are not being consistent with your own health and fitness journey, that's going to infiltrate itself back into the rest of your life. So if you're not eating healthy, if you're not following your meal plan, if you're not drinking your shake, if you're not working out every day, and if you're not preaching that to the choir, meaning you're not sharing that back with your challenge group, you're not sharing that on social media, you know, you're gonna become off balance. You know, if you're not eating right, you're gonna, you know, have less energy. You're gonna feel less like energetic and excited and passionate. You know, your body's not gonna be able to function in the way that you would really need it to be. And when you need to like wake up on time, or when you need to do that post, you're gonna feel like, oh, I'm not really motivated, I don't want to do it. So it's eating right's gonna affect your daily activity, your mindset. It affects everything. So I say that, you know, because I was told one of the best things back in the fall is commit 100% to whatever program you're doing and go all out, because that will change your business from the inside out. Because if you can change yourself from the inside out, which is what we should be doing, we should always be leading from the front. We should always be, you know, showing others that they can do this too, because we can do it. And so yeah, so that's the first tip, is go all in with your health and fitness. And if you share that like crazy, people get excited with you. That's what I did with Core de Force back a couple of months ago. I just shared it nonstop. Another thing that I do to kind of help set myself up, I use Streak. Streak is a free app on Gmail. And basically, it's a way to track your conversations. I had to get away from using my journal and stuff like that. And honestly, it is changing my business 100%, because I can actually track where I'm at in different conversations with people. Whether did I just send them a hey girl message? Am I in conversation with them? Am I chatting about their goals? Do they want to be in my next challenge group? Oh, you're fine. Hey, you got up early. You're definitely meant to be here then. But Streak is amazing. I print off, these are the Empower Hour packet that I showed you guys. I don't use the whole packet, but I love the daily sheets. And I check off things as I go, because my compromise, I told myself I'm no longer allowed to write down names, but I am more than okay to write lists and check off things, and that's okay by me. Another thing I do, I export my Facebook friends list, and this is where I get my list of people of who am I gonna, so that way when I sit down, I'm like, who am I gonna talk to today? Who am I gonna message? Who am I gonna invite? This is I print it off, I double side it, and I shrink it, because I have over 2,000 friends and it's a lot. But I use this as my message list. And then I was telling Caroline, the other thing that I do is I created a love list, and I showed you guys that last month. I took a picture of it, but I just wrote down about 100, 120 names. Actually didn't take long at all, because I just kind of went through people that I really want to join my next challenge group, or maybe they've told me no in the past, or that girls I just really have like mad girl crushes on, whatever. I put them on this list. You know, and every day I don't do every single name, but I try to do a lot, and you can kind of see I've like highlighted different ones, I've checked off different things, and I just try to go on their Facebook and just love on them, just like love like crap on them, like commenting and liking and just complimenting them and just loving on them. So I call it my love list, and you know, so that way people see that, you know, we're not just creepy people just trying to say, join my challenge group. Like, we're here to love on them. That's what we do. So I got my love list, I got my to-do list, I got my friends list, and I got Streak. And the other thing that I fiercely believe in, I've already said this, I'm just going to say it again, visualization. And Sam, I think you're also a product of this, because I think this exactly worked for you, and however you exactly visualize. But you know, when you're pushing for a goal this month, like in May, if you want to hit Success Club, the last thing I did, sorry, I'm going to cut myself off. I also write down my goals. You guys have seen my dry erase board. I'm actually finishing my goals tonight, because again, I'm on Struggle Bus. but I always have my goals typically, written down by the first of the month. I was away, so I'll give myself that. But I always write down my goals. And I'm not just saying like, I want this, I want that. I'm writing down what I want, what I'm working for, and the date of when I need to hit it by. So you need to be specific. So don't just say I'm going to hit emerald, I'm going to hit diamond. Like, no, put a date to it, because you need to if you give yourself, like, it's kind of like saying, I don't know, if like a challenger said to you, I want to lose 10 pounds by, like, okay, well, like, I say, give me your 30, 60, and 90-day goals is what I tell them. Like, break it down. And you need to do the same thing with you. You need to do the same thing within your month. So if I say, if you're pushing for Success Club 6, you should be pushing by the 15th. You should be pushing by the 15th to lock it in, because it's the beginning of the month. We're pushing for our next challenge group. A lot of you guys have challenge groups starting either next week or the week after. Now's the time to push. Now's the time to invite. Now is the time to love like crazy on your ladies. And now's the time to be inviting and upping those numbers. And that's where, it kind of goes back to being fearless in what you believe in, fearless in those conversations, fearless in your posts, and then I guess that also kind of spirals back into the whole being fearless in your posts, about sharing your story. And I've challenged you guys all a couple calls back to go out there and share something about yourself. And I want to rebuttal that with, you don't have to share anything you are not ready to. And I would never make any of you guys share anything that you weren't ready for, that, is too private or whatever. But I think there's always ways that we should be sharing layers of ourselves, layers of our story, talking in the I language. I feel, I felt, I found. When you start to write posts that are attacking people, like, I can't think of an example, but when you kind of like, I'm really not thinking of a good example, but you always know it when you see it. When somebody writes a post, something about like, all you people that are going to the gym and like eating bad. Like, you don't ever want to write a post that makes other people feel bad. Like, yes, there's ways that you can guilt trip people into feeling bad to want to join you. I'm not saying that, because I'm sure I write like that. Yeah, and Carol, we all know people like that. But I find the more effective ones are when you bring it back on you. You use your I statements. Instead of saying like, busy people like suck, whatever. Like, I know what it feels like to be super busy. When you write your post in I words, your readers read it back and say I, and so they start to feel the exact same way you did. Sorry, I was doing this and makes it look like I'm like, yeah. You guys know I'm so spastic, and it doesn't really help that I'm coming off vacation. So being fearless in your posts. Being fearless in your posts. Set scary goals for yourself, guys. I literally had a conversation with myself today, and I'll be honest with you, I put 5-star elite on my board right here, and about a month and a half ago, I laughed at it. I still kind of laugh at it. I'm like, what the hell is that doing on there? I'm a diamond coach. Sorry, there's a little pop-up. I'm a diamond coach. I currently don't have any other diamonds under me right now. I got girls that are hella pushing for it. I won't, that's for sure. But, we're almost halfway through the year, and I could sit here and talk myself out of it. I can say, nope, I'm not worthy of that. There's no way I could get there. I don't have enough elite points. I don't have enough people that want to run this business with me to hit diamond before the end of the year. You guys can see how I'm already started to talk myself out of it. No, I'm using this big thing as 5-star on my board as an example, but maybe you want to hit emeralds. Maybe you just want to help 3 people every single month by the end of the year. Maybe you just want to lose those 10 pounds that you've been plateaued and stuck at for so long. And, we all talk ourselves out of those big, scary goals. Success Club 5, Success Club 10, hitting diamond, achieving the Mexico trip, going to summit, you know? We all talk ourselves out of these things, guys. And I want you to leave here tonight saying that you can do it. And I don't mean that in like the Nike kind of way. I just mean that you are freaking fearless for being here in the first place. You are freaking strong. You are so incredibly beautiful. You are so incredibly inspirational. You guys show up every single day with the post. Some of you guys even are getting up earlier than I am. Like Sam, you're logging your workouts before I even get downstairs. You know, you guys are brave as hell to do what we do, and don't take that for granted. And I forget which one of you I was talking to. One of you guys shot me a quick message over the weekend, and you know, I think it was someone that said they got a really nice message from their challenger and stuff like that. And you know, and I just said, you know, it was a Christine. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. It was Christine. And I was like, don't even, you could, whether you have one challenger under you or you have 10 challengers under you, don't ever take for granted what we do, because we are impacting people's lives. You know, even if that one person, all they want to do is lose 5 pounds, if we can help them do that, like, that's freaking awesome. Like, that's freaking awesome. Like, being, and this is where I want to bring this energy back to you guys from the event that I went to. And I'm standing in the room with Chris Downing, and he's up there screaming and yelling at us to do these damn tuck jump burpees and bop around and squat and hold these bear crawls. I was like, oh my God, everything hurts. And then, you know, he made us do this one really awesome thing. And he's like, when you don't think that you can hold it anymore, when you don't think that, when you feel like you're going to fall out and hit the ground, he's like, I want you to scream like I am. And he's like, because you are everything that you want to be in this life, and you control your mindset, you control your actions, you control what you put in your mouth, you control what if you're going to do that workout or not, you control whether you do that post, you control whether you do that the power hour. But ultimately, guys, just by showing up every single day, just by doing what you do is freaking amazing. And that fires me up, and that chokes me up. That gets me emotional and excited. And that's why I freaking love you guys, because you guys are fearless. You guys are passionate. You know, we are, girls, I don't even think I told you, we are part of Passion Fit Dynasty. That's the name of our team. And that's what we're founded on. We're founded on passion and people first. That's what we do. And that's why we do it. You know, it starts with our challenge group. It starts with helping people, you know, erase Success Club 5, erase Success Club 10. Stop thinking in those numbers. You know, if you need to do like what I did, guys, I thought when Danielle said, put sticky notes in your wall, I thought I was like, that's cool, Danielle, cool, like, bye. And some of you guys will leave this call and say the same thing to me. Okay, cool, that's good for you, Claire. That works for you, Claire. Guys, when I put 5 sticky notes on my calendar right here, I ripped all 5 of them off. And girls, to tell you what I did, I wrote 1 life, 2 lives, 3 lives, 4 lives, 5 lives. That was the number of people I wanted to help last month. And the only reason I did that is because I stared at them and I was like, I'm going to help those 5 people. I don't know who they are yet, but I'm going to help 5 people. You need to do that, whether it's for Success Club, whether you want to make a certain amount of money each month. You want to pay this amount, you want to be able to save this amount of money for your student loans, for your gas, for your groceries, for your debt, for your house, whatever, you know, visualize it, guys. You are absolutely so capable of hitting all of your goals, guys. And I just know that we can get there. I absolutely know you can get there, and it starts with you. It starts with your belief, and it starts with your mindset. And don't be like me, and don't poison yourself with your own shitty words and your own shitty thoughts, because that's what I feel like. I've woken from that, you know. The negative stuff still comes in, but you need to find a way to have a shield against it. Like, I'm pretending like I have a shield. I really don't. It's from my quarter force moves. In wrapping, I just kind of wanted to say, you know, thank you guys for jumping on to listen to me be all over the place tonight. Like I said, I'm still kind of fog brain from this whole trip, but it was freaking amazing, guys. And I can't wait to be there next year with more of our team. It was awesome to be there with me and my coach and my partner, stuff like that. But I'm like, wow, how amazing would this be to share this with my team, to share this with you guys, or for you guys to then share that with your team and your spouses or whatever, your family. That's my dream for you guys. This isn't just about me and what I want to do. This is what I want, and I hope and dream this for you guys too, to be able to have the same things and be able to live out the life that you dream and that you imagine. Just don't stop dreaming of it and don't stop working for it. Because I promise you, if you just stick with it, you stay consistent, guys, and you're here a year from now, I promise your life will look completely different. So, last quick announcements before we get cut off. Caroline's going to be leading our team call next week, and I'm so freaking excited because, girlfriend, you've been kicking ass and taking names since you got started. You've had an awesome journey, and I cannot wait for you to share that with our team. And my last other final announcement is that Sam is an official Emerald on our team. I'm so freaking proud of you. You hit Success Club 6 and Emerald by the 30th of the month. You really just snuck that one in. We're literally at the bar, and I was like, oh my God, Sam's messaging me. It was so freaking awesome. So, girl, congratulations, because like I said, visualizing is, I think, exactly what made it happen. I don't think you ever gave up hope, and you just kept hustling, even if it was Sunday night. So I'm just so damn proud of you, girl. And it's just, we're going to repeat the same thing this month. So to the new girls, thank you guys so much for hopping on tonight. Again, I apologize. I know that I am extremely scatterbrained. That's a lot. I'm usually scatterbrained, but tonight was a little bit more. I also haven't eaten dinner, so that's just what tonight is like. So thank you guys so much. You guys are would love for you guys to join us on next week's call if you're able to, if you're around, because Caroline's going to be chatting, and I think it'd be hella awesome to hear from her as your coach. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys jumping on, and I'll make sure we'll get back on our normal one-on-one schedules next week. Otherwise, let's make this a killer week, guys. Okay. All right, ladies, have a good night.